Hello from the island of Jamaica. If you're a passionate cyclist looking to combine some exciting rides with a family vacation, or perhaps you are a member of a group of cyclists or part of a club and you like to travel together, then I've got the vacation experience that's absolutely perfect for you. Today, we're going to delve into a cycling vacation experience that marries adventure, relaxation, and luxury, all wrapped into one exhilarating, all-inclusive package catering to cyclists like you. My name is Jennifer Hilton, but in the cycling world, I'm known as Storm. I've been in the business of tourism for over 48 years, yes, as the owner and operator of a sightseeing tour company called Holiday Services. I own a small cycling clothing line business in South Florida called One Love Cycling, and I've served on the boards of both the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association and the Jamaica Cycling Federation, and I've owned racing teams in both South Florida and Jamaica. What happened during my travels with my bicycle as an avid cyclist, I made friends overseas and they wanted to come and ride with me in Jamaica. But none of the big operators, Trek Travel, Back Roads and so offered Jamaica. It just didn't exist. So I decided with my background, my experience, to create it myself. And I created the Jamaica Reggae Ride in 2011. And during the pandemic, we changed the model from going from town to town to an all-inclusive experience. And that is when it just exploded, because it really offers the perfect vacation, believe me. We do our rides in April and November, and that's for two reasons. One, to avoid conflicts with most of the major events across the U.S. held during the summer months. Two, to avoid the hurricane season in Jamaica. And three, we do it as an early season, April, meaning most people are just about getting back on their bikes after the winter. And in November, when people have just started getting off of their bikes because, of course, winter is starting in the U.S. So at that time of year, most people are not looking to do centuries or endurance sports and so on. And the idea is to get the group ride in and be back in the resort before it gets really hot at around 11 o'clock in the day. We have an early morning breakfast booked for you, buffet breakfast in the resort, and we're riding out at 6 o'clock in the morning usually, and we're back by 9:30 to 10:30 depending on the distance that you choose. So the idea is to be able to return to the resort and still have the energy to enjoy your vacation, because the hotel is full of activity and optional excursions that you can do in the afternoon, or you can just relax on the beach or by the pool with your pina colada. For those that enjoy a challenge, we do have Strava challenges included in each ride day for each group. So for those of you who are more competitive or used to doing long distances, those challenges will give you the push that you need. For those that are more leisurely or beginners, we have our cycling tour guides that are with each group, and we have different pace level groups, and that vary depending on how many people actually book the trip. And these cycling guides, they are our biggest assets. And we call the service the express service. So that's how we keep our groups together. And each group, we say it's a guaranteed, no drop group ride. And that's because of our cycling guides. Some of them are members of the Jamaican national team, while others are ex-racers. And they will assist to give you a push if you're falling behind for as long as it is necessary to keep you and the group together. Each group has its own SAG vehicle behind it. And we have police escorts on motorbikes as well. Safety is our number one priority. Our cyclists that make sure that they look to make sure nobody's pacing the wheels too closely. Or if you have non-cycling friends and family who are coming along, they can ride on the sand bus and join in at the rest stops. Our rest stops are more than just hydration stops. Yes, we have an introduction to Jamaican culture. At one stop, we have school children that come to sing for you old folklore songs. At another stop, we have drummers, and everybody's invited to dance. And it's held in the craft market with all the craft around, very colorful. We have the coconut man chopping fresh jelly coconuts for you to try. Another day, we have a traditional Christmas drink for you to try called sorrel with ginger. And another day, we have ting, which is an award-winning grapefruit drink. We also give unique Jamaican items like spice bun and cheese. That is very, very popular with all of our guests. It's your chance to feel a little bit of Jamaica's culture and also a chance to kind of talk with the guides and other local cyclists and talk with each other. So Jamaica is a vibe, and if you don't slow down and you think that you have to be at this rush pace, this is not a race. You will be as challenged as you want to be on your ride in your pace group and with the Strava challenges that we have set up. Believe me. And when we get back to the resort, we have our activities coordinator that coordinates with the rest of activities in the resort. So we print out which activities we are going to be participating in so that our group can stay together and have fun. That's a 4-night all-inclusive vacation. If you book the classic package, that's at the Bahia Principe, which has 2 sides to the resort, the grand side and the luxury side. The grand side is for families with children, but it takes everyone. If you're single or couple, you can stay on the grand side. And the luxury side, which is adults only, we recommend the luxury side, adults only. We think it's the best value, especially if you look on the price difference. The extra benefits you get, the cold towels on arrival, that little touch of something extra, the extra premium alcohol at the bars, the 24-hour room service included at the luxury side. It makes it worth it, really. All of the rooms are junior suites, so they're very spacious. All of them have a sofa, either 2 beds or a king bed. Except oceanfront rooms. Oceanfront rooms only have king beds. All right. We recommend you book the sea view because the sea view rooms have spectacular views over the pool and you see the ocean. If you book a sea view room, it's guaranteed to be no further than 400 meters from the sea, and oceanfront is 200 meters from the sea. But the actual room is exactly the same. What is the other difference in the room type between the grand and the luxury is that the luxury suites have 2 face basins in the bathrooms. The bathroom is a little bigger, and the grand only has 1. Other than that, pretty much the size of the suites and everything is the same. It's the actual service, the amount of restaurants, the room service, and so that make the luxury a better value. But if you have children, nothing is wrong with the grand. The grand is where we're based from and where we ride out from each morning. The 2 hotels are connected by a corridor, and our suite, our hospitality suite, is in that corridor. So it's not difficult to go from one side to the other. The greatest benefit, of course, in booking the luxury is that if you stay at the luxury, you can go to the grand. If you stay at the grand, you cannot go over to the luxury. So booking the luxury gives you access to all the restaurants on both the luxury side and the grand side. It's a better offer. For the Cycle Jamaica Lux Tour, which is coming up in November, that's at the Ocean Eden Bay Resort. And that is Jamaica's newest hotel. So it has a crisp, modern look. It's a bit more upscale, so it's a bit more pricier, and we'll have less clients at that resort for that event. So if you want something a bit more intimate, you don't really like crowds or a big group, you might want to consider the Lux package, which is coming up on November the 2nd. So that gives you an overview of what you can expect at Cycle Jamaica. Now, what about optional extras? Well, you might want to book the services of Club Mobile. What does that include? It's an optional service, a VIP service, where you are met immediately as you disembark from the plane, and you are escorted by an agent through the fast-track lanes at immigration and customs, and then you're taken to their VIP lounge outside. And there you can have hot snacks and drinks until your shuttle bus is ready to take you to the resort. Shuttle bus transportation to the resort is included even if you decide to arrive a day earlier. It is always possible to book an extra night before or after your holiday, and you will find that under optional extras, you just simply add on the extra nights and send us a message to say which dates you want those extra nights for. We usually recommend that if you're doing an extra night, to book it for the day earlier, not the day later. And the reason for that is that should something happen on your way to Jamaica that causes you maybe to miss your flight, or your flight got delayed, or your bicycle got delayed. So these things don't happen often, but if you're having that extra day, it just is more practical and makes better sense to do it a day in advance rather than a day extra at the end. What about your bike? Should you bring a bike or should you rent a bike? 85% of the visitors we have bring their bicycles with them. There's nothing like riding your own bike. If you can bring your bike, that's our recommendation to you. If you can't, then please reserve your bike early, because though we have carbon bikes for rental, it's $375. They're full carbon bikes with mechanical Shimano 105 shifters. You will bring your own pedal. You can also bring your own seat, and we'll swap out the seat for you, because sometimes it can be a bit uncomfortable on a different saddle. Have optional tours in the afternoon as well. So our most popular is a catamaran cruise. It's so much fun. This is a party boat that goes out. We have a stop for snorkeling, and then after the snorkeling, that's when the open bar is open. Yes, and the music turns up, and then there's dance part. It's a party. It's a vibe. You've got to book the catamaran cruise. So we have that on one afternoon. If you're a first-time visitor to Jamaica, you want to go to the Duns River waterfalls. It's the island's #1 attraction. The waterfalls fall from 600 feet high. They start at the bottom of the beach, and you climb all the way up with the help of a guide. You stop along the way. There are deep rock pools. You can go swimming. The waterfalls massage on your shoulders. You get an invigorating massage. There's action going on from morning till evening. Non-cyclists, if you're a cyclist, you can book your partner, friend, or family as non-cyclists. The rates are in the system. Of course, a lot lower for non-cyclists. And it's very easy to bring your non-cycling friends and family, because you're back by 9:30, 10:30 in the morning. You have the whole day to vacation with your friends and your family. So this is why it's such a perfect vacation. Also, our trips tend to sell out, book up pretty quickly, because we have a lot of clubs that give us big bookings. So again, the sooner you book, the earlier you secure the lowest rate, the longest payment plan, better it is for you. Okay? So if you have any questions, you don't get a call center on the phone. You get me or you get Mary. Both of us run the program here. So I hope this has given you a better overview on what Cycle Jamaica is all about. The main thing now is, when do you book? You want to book your place immediately. The reason is it's a $299 deposit up to about 3 months before, then the deposit increases, right? And you book that, and that locks in the rate at the time. Rates go up every month. So therefore, the earlier you book, the better the deal you get. Also, we have attractive payment plans. If you book right as it's launched, like next year, April is already launched, you have 8 months to pay. So it will be about, its prices start at about $299 a deposit, and then it's about $115 a month for 8 months. You could go anywhere in the world, right? And you could go with Trek Travel or Backroads or one of those big companies, but the price is charged. A Backroads, Trek Travel, or Divine cycling tour for 4 nights, full board, no all-inclusive, we are the only all-inclusive vacation, costs about $4,000 per person, while ours start at around under $1,500 per person. It's less than 50% of the cost, and our trip is all-inclusive. Okay, so it is really excellent value for money, especially if you book early. All right, so thanks for listening in. Look forward to hearing from you. I'm available for you. One love all the time.